Well, hello, Leo. Welcome to your Love and Matters of the Heart reading. This is for Leo, Sun, Rising, Moon, and also check your Venus placement. Feel like a little Cheshire cat smiling at the cards that have come out for you. It's pretty remarkable. I feel like I should have going to the chapel playing in the background. Let's get into this. I don't want to yammer on too much. I can't wait to find out how this plays out. So I am using for the main reading spread the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, it's a beautiful deck. Highly recommend if you are a reader. So we're doing 9 cards or 9 placements. Many times, multiple cards will come out. So far for you, I really have gotten, like, these cards are shooting out, and thank God it's like one at a time, except for here in this second placement. But we'll look at these right now. So, I'm sorry. In the past, we have oh my God. I need to like take a breath, have a drink of water, calm down. So many things I want to say. Happy for you, Leo. Okay. In the first line, we have the past, the present, and the future. In the second line, we have lessons learned, wisdom gained. It's right in the center of your reading. And how to move forward, okay, in order to create the life and love that you want, utilizing the wisdom gained from experience, okay? And then the final cards, which I'll draw on camera, is who or what to leave behind, who or what to focus on, and who or what is coming in and or your highest possible outcome. I will also draw a card from the John Holland Psychic Tarot from the Heart deck. Or what the heck is it called? I'm so sorry. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland deck. Looks like this, looks like that, okay? Really tried to embrace all the lovey-dovey cards that I have. So far, yours is the most specifically looks like lovey-dovey. Wow. Okay. And postcards from Spirit from Colette Baron Reed. Let's just go. Okay. So in your past position, conflict. Okay. This looks like a struggle here, right? And what I'm seeing here is, whoever this is, the angel or the winged person, looks like a runner, right? When there's conflict, this person runs. And the other person here with all the arrows is trying to hold on, like stay, like we can work it out, right? So in the past, this may be a struggle, Leo, that, it's been difficult for you to deal with conflict in the past. Maybe it's hard for you when people become, maybe you don't agree on things, and that can like elicit all kinds of, past wounding, where you believe like an argument or a disagreement or it doesn't even have to be like a intense verbal agreement, just a basic like disagreement on something that you just have a really hard time believing that it's okay to do that. And why am I saying that? Okay, because in the present, we have the 6 of arrows, which is, kind of moving into calmer waters, feeling safer, getting out of the unpredictability of the big wide open ocean. The ocean just like all of our feelings, and and, you know, surrounding yourself with, you know, inside these rocks, right? And it's safer there, right? But then we have the devil, right? Or temptation. It's like temptation is leading this person here. Now, why would temptation lead this person into calmer waters? Well, the devil would if this person believes that conflict, disagreements is so unsafe that you have to run away, you know? The devil might tempt you. The devil, okay. But this could be something that has been a struggle for you in your life. We all know people that run. As soon as things get hard, you know, they run. And there's various different reasons for that. And some of them are based in trauma, okay? So it seems like in the present, there's something that's kind of pulling you or making you think like it could be easier over here. You know, this is also, this looks like she's traveled, right? She's sailed across the ocean in order to get to this safe little place, which, who knows? Is it really safe? But if that's a pattern, if that's a toxic behavioral pattern, I mean, you know, it's something that's important to work on. Okay? It's a devil within. It's a voice that whispers like, well, if you're fighting, then you're not enough, or, you know, it's telling you something about yourself. You're not lovable. You know, if you love me, you would just do what I say, believe what I believe. You know, we wouldn't fight all the time. Some couples bicker all the time, and doesn't mean that they don't love each other, and doesn't mean that they won't have a long-standing relationship, you know? And I'm not saying where there's big conflicts, where there's lots of yelling and screaming and it's abusive, that you should stay, but not every time that difficult challenges come up, or disagreements, or even philosophies, it doesn't mean that you leave. And that's just what I'm seeing here in this reading, okay? Just right here. Okay, but if we move it into the future, fertility, this is anything from, you know, to me, it looks like the couple stays together, starts creating something, decides to make it work, decides to, you know, use their strength and, and create something bigger than the two of them. Maybe even have a baby. But it's almost like there's this like recognition. No, we fight through the storms together and we create what we want. We create and build our castle. Okay, the king and queen. Just a real creative energy, okay, around you. Now, lessons learned. Triumph. This is the world card. Okay. This a cycle, a journey has been completed. If you can learn, deal with this running energy. I'm shaking my head because I don't know how I'm seeing this card the way I'm seeing it, but it is what it is. All the cards are laid out. It's perfect storyline to me as it was coming out. So in the world card, in this card, you know, she's got her thread here as she weaves her world. Okay. Ariadne, the spider. The lesson in this may be that you recognize or could recognize that the actions that you take, what you continue to spin, what you continue to work on, if you continue to make your path about running, will you ever be able to create what you want in your life? Stability, safety, security, love, harmony. And maybe you've learned that. Maybe that's your lesson that you've been working on. And you're either really close or you have learned this lesson. I have to make decisions on my behaviors, on my actions, and take actions to build what I want to build. And I've been learning these lessons for a while now because it's the world card. It's a completion, ending of a cycle. I'm not going to run. I can't run. I can't keep running. Wherever I go, there I am. You know, she was betrayed by her lover. And then this God saw her and fell in love with her, loved her for her bravery and what she could, in her artistry and what she could do. And he took her, and now she is like a goddess, semi-goddess, okay? Maybe there has been loss and you know, mistakes made in the choices that you've made along the way. But it looks to me like you've learned, like I'm not, or you've come to an understanding, like I can't keep doing that. There's nothing to be afraid of in terms of being in a conflict. Wisdom gained, love, right in the center. Okay. Now, in traditional Rider-Waite, I almost feel like I should just show you. But in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the Lover's card is very reminiscent of the Devil card. This card is about choice, about the choices that we make. I choose love. This card is about being bound, is about believing that you're not free, or having a lack of understanding of how bound you are to something because of the choices that you're making. Or selling your soul to the devil, right? And so, you know, it's like right underneath your present position, which there could be some sort of a temptation, some sort of a, you know, kind of a thinking about, well, maybe it's somewhere else now, right? Maybe I should go somewhere else now. Underneath that is making a choice. And maybe it is. But don't run away from something, run towards what you want. So if you are in an abusive relationship or one that you absolutely know you have done everything you can to work through the issues and they just are not sustainable for you, well, you know, love is a choice. Choose you first. The wisdom gained is that you make the choices. You weave the web. You are not a victim. We're not victims. We make choices every day with what shows up in our life. And we can be reactive and run, or we can be responsive and do the work necessary to, you know, work through disagreements in a loving way, to grow through disagreements in a loving way, to accept disagreements or opposing views, let's say. And how will you use that understanding of love as a choice to move forward? I mean, give me a freaking break. And also, so you got the 4 staves, right? So this is like 11, 11. It's stability. It's celebration. It's the marriage card. It's, you know, they are creating, you know, you've got the mountains in the background. They are creating, by choice, stability. They're staying together under this little shelter and holding on to each other. They're choosing each other. They're turning towards each other rather than running away. And that choice point can create all kinds of stability. If you have a fear of, you know, arguments, you might think like suddenly that person doesn't like you or you're bad, or no. Hold each other, turn towards each other, have the disagreements. Give each other that space to say, it's okay to get angry. It's okay to feel hurt. I'm still not going anywhere. Bottom of the deck at this position, 2 of Cups. I don't know how much more lovey-dovey this reading could be so far, and it's pretty remarkable. Looks like you may have had to leave another relationship in the past. Something that was no longer sustainable for you. But it looks like it was, you know, kind of done deal. All right, so let's look at what to focus on. Who or what to focus on right now. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not the question I want. The question I want is who or what to leave behind. Thank you. Who or what to leave behind. Leo. Sun, moon, or rising. Who or what to leave behind for Leo. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Who or what to leave behind. And if you're cross watching, you know, this could be either you or your Leo. King of Arrows. Okay. All right, give me 2 seconds, all right? All right. King of Arrows, this would also relate to an air sign. It would could also relate to someone, or something being so kind of like detached and removed. It's just like kind of like all up in your head, right? Like the logic, the practical, the maybe your experiences. But like he's up in the clouds, like kind of thinking. I mean, he's not really in this position, right? Like it's important to look at what's going on. He's up in the clouds and he's got his one arrow, his truth, his experiences. Well, in relationship, it's not just about your truth and it's not just about your experiences. We're baking a cake. There's a alchemical processes that is happening with your person. And it's important to take that under consideration. He's got these, I don't know why, every time I see the little flowers he has in his hands, I think of, or not every time, but I noticed it today as well. He loves me not, or she loves me not. Like he's all up here, he's all up in his head. Strategizing. If you're thinking about, maybe you just had a breakup and maybe you're thinking you want to go back to that person. Get out of your head. It doesn't have to make logical, practical sense. I mean, look at him with this little chin up in the air. I'm just going to be up here and pretend like it doesn't hurt me. BS. It looks like you may be thinking, or maybe the person that you're considering returning to has this type of energy. If you are detached, bring a sense of what do I want to call it? No, I'm not even gonna say that. No, because this is what to leave behind. So no, I'm not gonna add any more to that. So who or what to focus on at this time? Who or what to focus on? Who or what to focus on, Leo? You're heart. You're all heart. Did anything flip there? Particularly, I mean, yeah. You just don't want to get carried away in the over emotionality and being dramatic. Okay? But the King of Arrows isn't dramatic. But a Leo might put on the drama of being detached, playing a role. Okay. Your friends. Okay. Support. This could be a wedding. This is also about celebrating at a feast or wedding, right? I mean, who or what to focus on. Love and support. Being around the people that, feel emotionally good. They're good for the soul. They're good for you. They support you. They're happy. Earlier, when I sat down to start pulling your cards, I got like something in my throat, and I meant to bring that up. And the reason why I'm remembering it now is that there's this blue scarf, you know, kind of like going through here, and blue, for me, this is like about the throat chakra. So, you know, maybe talking through some stuff with your friends and getting support from your friends, maybe hanging out with your friends. Maybe you got to just like take a break, pull away from the relationship. Sometimes we get like so like consumed by relationships that we forget the other one, the intimate partner type relationships, that we forget the other ones, and we start to get a little bit irritable and kind of start to forget like who we are, and then that part of like you can't control me, and the power struggle starts. And so, you know, I don't know, maybe it's time for you to remember, you have to, in a healthy relationship, you have a relationship with yourself, you have a relationship with your partner, and you maintain the relationships and the other pieces of your pie, relationships with your family, with your friends, with work, with health, with spirituality practices, with learning. You know, you do other things that speak and express, you know, who you are. So maybe it's a time for you to focus on that. Maybe it's a time for you to talk to friends. Okay. Who or what is coming in, or highest possible and or highest possible outcome for Leo? You know, go out, have a few beers, have some wine, song, dance. Which one came out first? I think this one went flying. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. This is incredible, Leo. All right. Well, 10 of Cups. I mean, beautiful. Happiness, joy, fulfillment. Security, emotional security. The promise. Stronger together. You know what I just saw, or I just came to me? I've been fascinated with this tree, okay? And I'm going to try to get it up as close as I can, but I don't know if you can see that how the trunks, they almost look like a braid, like a pretzel. And I keep saying, like, you know, it's like this thing that has become stronger over the years, right? But it almost looked like it was two different trees, but they grew together. They became stronger, you know, and they're protective of this person. Now, this couple doesn't have necessarily a house anywhere. It's like emotional security. But what I just saw was like, you know, whatever you created, see these little sticks? you make that choice to turn towards each other, then over the years, you know, do these little sticks that you plant, do they start to grow and pull towards each other as well, and then become this beautiful, protective, stable, joyous, hopeful tree under the rainbow? Look at, they got a little baby. I mean, for God's sakes. And look at here. We've got, now this is a major arcana card, okay? And the sticks are actual marble columns, right? Now here's the structure. And this is, you know, more energy, and it's wood, and it's something that can grow. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, the baby. Maybe there's a baby. Little bambino on the way. Use your creativity, your intuition, your intentions. You know? Plant those seeds. Like, this is what I want. And if that is what you want, then focus on that. Set your intentions, that you're going to create that, and take the action steps in order to do it. Again, why does she look like she's thinking of somewhere far away in the distance? Now I'm thinking of, is it somewhere over the rainbow? Somewhere. I will post that song in the description box so you can read the words. But, you know, if happy little bluebirds fly, blah, 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 blah. Something about the rainbow. Why can't I? Well, why can't you? You can. Believe. I've got a new moon coming up, and as I understand it, I need to listen more to the astrologers out there, but as I understand it, it's a very powerful new moon for setting intentions. What's going on here? If you're being tempted, to go backward, I would say, let me just say this. Try where you are first, right? Try, I can't stand being so up close to the camera. I look like a giant Mrs. Potato Head. You know, something has ended, and maybe it's within this particular relationship, or maybe it's from past that's kind of tugging. I don't know. Or a future dream or something, but it's time to stop that. Okay, the bottom of the deck was 10 of arrows. But you've been the warrior, okay? You decide where you take that chariot. You decide what do you desire, and then you go for it. You could go back to something. You could return. I suppose. Let's see if we can get any other messages here. Let me give it one more shuffle. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Shuffled it enough. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Leo. Okay. Gosh, I really thought your reading was going to go real quickly because of the one cards, but I probably talked too much. Too much in the therapist voice and role. Okay, what else for Leo? Yeah, look. There's that blue, the throat chakra. I didn't finish my thought. I got something stuck in my throat. Like it instantly felt like anxiety, kind of like where you can't quite say what you want to say, or it's sort of anxiety, kind of angst. Anxiety, angst. One is fear, one is excitement. You know, but I was like, geez, what's this? What's going on? I hadn't pulled your cards yet, but it was kind of hot, you know? What do you need to say? Something that you speak could change everything. Rest and reconsider, okay? So this would be like 9 of Wands. Maybe you recognize you've been a long way. Maybe you've been through a lot in this relationship. Maybe it is a choice point. Maybe this is more about your personal struggle, your personal journey, your personal path, you know. It's okay to take a rest, take a break, think about, where you've gone. Do you want to move any further along this path? Take some time out and be with friends, okay? Past, same card. There doesn't have to be a winner or a loser when we're in conflict. When in matters of the heart, that if it gets so caustic or toxic where you or your person is believing that someone has to be a winner or a loser, then no one wins. Not in matters of the heart. Being in disagreement can be the way to increase intimacy and can be the way that to break through, to know each other better, to strengthen the bonds, strengthen understanding of each other and of yourself. Okay. So take some time, think about what you want to say, how you want to say it. Is there a better way to say it? Do you need to be right? Are you made to feel wrong? Is this conflict worth it even, right? Now, trust your intuition. Bottom of the deck, listen to your intuition. Okay, let's see what the postcards from Spirit. Postcards from Spirit. Final message for Leo, please. What am I going to title this, Leo? Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking. Especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Ooh. Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you towards joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things start to turn out. Check your motives. What's your why? Then hand them over to spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Interesting. Yeah, know your why. And when you answer that question, then ask your why is that important and why is that important, and keep digging until you understand, like, what am I really wanting to create here? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Okay, Leo, I hope that helped and was helpful. I wish you well and be well. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, please hit like. Please take a second to share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye-bye.